Okay, it's 7 o'clock. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Are there any comments? Okay. Hearing if there's no comments from the floor, we'll move on to presentation by Johnson Controls about our solar project.
John Sanborn is here from Johnson Controls. He presented yesterday to us a little bit. He wants to kind of follow up. He helped us with an EPC project that's currently that we have now for our lighting. So, as you're aware, we were able to Fran kind of put in an application for the solar. We were looking at solar about 9 years ago, and kind of got kicked to the curb a little bit, and and then finally a couple moved out of the queue. A couple people who were interested in doing the solar had kicked out of the queue a little bit, and then we moved right up. So Johnson Controls was ready and put together this plan for us. So go right ahead.
Thanks, Dr. Nick. Good evening, everyone. Again, I'm John Sanborn from Johnson Controls. And I'd like to go through the project updates that we have for you tonight. Again, as Dr. Nick explained, the district, as I just learned, has been looking at solar for quite some time. And there's a lot of history, and Johnson Controls even looked at it with the district back in the Phase 1 energy efficiency project in 2018, and there's been utility constraints that we faced from National Grid. Every time you do a project and connect it to the electrical grid, you got to get in line with all the other projects out there. And so we waited patiently, and this past spring, summer, we thought we saw an open window. We put in an application. It's a lengthy review process. It takes 60 business days from National Grid, and we just received positive results from National Grid just before the holiday. Basically a green light to go ahead and connect the system for the school district. So I wanted to share the details with you all and sort of the timeline. So first, as a project team, we've worked with your district before on an energy efficiency project, and it's I'm your account exec, but we have regional management, construction management, energy engineering, and measurement and verification will be your team. We're all New York based, and we also have a dedicated New York SED team in Albany to help you get your project reviewed on time and out of the queue, so we can go ahead and construct it. And so some of the project benefits that the district will realize is one, 100% of there will be 100% school district ownership of the system. And that what that means is 100% of the energy produced will be credited back to the school district. So this will obviously drastically reduce your total electricity cost. Right now there are some really great incentives out there, one through NYSERDA and two through the federal government, through the Inflation Reduction Act, and we will help you qualify for these incentives. This project will receive your New York SED building aid reimbursement, similar to how your building aid is reimbursed on your building projects. This project qualifies for that same aid. And so that really helps the economics of this project as I'll go through. It will reduce the effect of future utility rate increases. You will start to produce your own power. You'll help protect the environment. And also, this can become a valuable teaching program to instill environmental awareness and responsibility. So just a general highlights of the project is we're looking at one measure, the solar PV. We are looking at a couple others to see if we can get done some smaller capital items, just to see if we can make it fit within the constraints of the project. We need to meet a New York State SED payback of 18 years or less. That's state law. So this project will produce over the term positive cash flow of just over $2 million back to the school district. The project cost right now, and its placeholder, we are working to finalize everything. The project cost is just over $3 million. The district annual savings, so this is the electricity savings, are $145,426. And the whole project will be aided at a building aid rate of 92.1%. Guaranteed rebates coming back from the federal government are over $500,000 by using the Inflation Reduction Act. This is your system. It's a ground mount system that's going to be built on the bus garage property. The total size of the system is 696 kilowatts. There will be a perimeter fence around the whole thing. There will be a new National Grid utility pole installed with transformer, disconnect switch, utility grade meter. So all the power will actually be sent out to the utility grid and credited back on your National Grid bills. The total system will produce 84% savings in terms of the district's annual electric cost. So that's total annual electric cost across all of your buildings. And I talked a little bit about the positive cash flow. So right now we have a proposed project at a 4.25% interest rate and your building aid rate of 92.1%. There'll need to be a loan taken out to finance the project. And this is typically done under what's called a tax-exempt lease purchase payment. So those payments over 15 years will be $277,000 or $4.1 million over the term of 15 years. You have your energy savings of $145,000 annually, or $3 million over the term. O&M savings, that's a negative. We factor in some maintenance for these systems. And then your New York State aid payment of $191,188. That's in year one, and then $2.8 million over the term. Your guaranteed rebates, again, that's the Inflation Reduction Act monies of just over $500,000. And we have that coming in year one. And so the net cash flow back to the district in year one is $566,000. And over the total 18-year term is a positive $2.1 million positive cash flow back to the district. In terms of project timeline, so right now we're diligently working on preparing a contract for the school district, and we'd like to have this approved on the March board meeting. So we're diligently working to prepare the contract and get it reviewed by your attorney so that we can bring it back and get it approved on the March board meeting. And one of the big reasons for this is we need to make a down payment to National Grid in April to essentially hold our spot in the line to keep progressing. After that is completed, we will work to submit the project to SED for review and ultimately obtain their approval. That will take some time. We have that going into the fall. Once the project is reviewed and comes out of SED, then we'll work with the district to obtain financing. And once financing is in place, we have projected around November of 24, we will begin to mobilize and procure all the major equipment for the project and begin to commence construction through April of 25 and through November of 25, training of school personnel, and then final completion of the project in December of 25. We think this is conservative, and we certainly hope that we can build the project quicker than this, but it's just a high-level schedule at this time. That's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, any questions?
I don't have.
I have a couple, as usual. One is that we're also in the process of trying to consider a geothermal project at school. And when you're talking about 87% of our current usage, that's without the geothermal system in place, is that correct?
That's correct. So geothermal will likely increase your electrical load, switching from natural gas to heating with geothermal
Right.
will increase your electrical usage.
And so I guess the question I had is, once that is in the works, assuming that we get that approved and it's going forward, will it be possible then to look into getting an additional solar field put in to supply the electricity that would be needed for the geothermal? Because this is a significant user of electricity, as you know.
Absolutely. We looked at a handful of locations, I think three locations as part of this initial design. And we're certainly happy to come back after your electrical load increases. We're seeing a lot of school districts move to electric buses, and that will also increase your electric load. But SED won't let us build a project until you have that usage on your bills. You have to have 12 months of that actual usage and cost until we can then go back and offset. So when the time is right, we're happy to continue working with you and to build the right solution. We looked at a corner lot up here as well. There's some property up there, and I think Fran had some ideas as well for potential future projects.
The hill behind soccer on the high school,
Yeah,
or
that hill up there.
or possibly on top of the geothermal wells at East Hill, behind Nellis, the lower,
Okay.
where the field is going.
Yep.
Put it on top of that after the fact.
Any other questions?
I have one of those everybody's favorite dumb questions, probably. I believe you said that 100% of the solar array's output will be returned to us by National Grid. So I'm just curious, what's in it for National Grid? Why do they support these projects?
It's part of the overall goals of the state. So there's a Public Service Commission of New York State that kind of governs all the utilities. And so as part of the overall goals of New York State, the Climate Act, the utilities really, while it may be challenging for them, they're in the business of delivering power. So it is challenging to them, but they're in it with us. It's part of their responsibility as the state moves forward.
Thank you.
Another question, what kind of warranty is there on the project in terms of warranty on it?
So the panels themselves have a 25-year warranty. Some of the other components, like the inverters, will be a 10-year warranty. But the panels themselves, 25 standard warranty. So even long after the term of the loan, the system will be producing savings and be warranted for the school district.
In terms of the inverters, is there one central inverter or are there micro inverters with each of the panels? Or
there may be 2 or 3, and they'll all be connected at one central location. Down here, or over here by the road. So I'd have to get you an exact count of how many inverters there are. But they're typically in the 100 to 150 kW inverters each. And so there'll be a handful down here at one location.
No, so I'm just thinking in terms of the shorter warranty on those, that the bigger the inverter, the more it would cost if there's a problem happens with it. So if there's more, then it would be cheaper fix at that point.
And that's why we did try to model in the cash flow the O&M cost through the term as well, so that the district has an idea of what you can expect. There will need to be a few times a year or annually just checked on, have the system checked, and as the inverters do age, that is something that could come up down the road. But we have modeled that O&M, negative O&M cost to consider that.
And then really after 15 years, you're really gonna start to see the major influx of savings because the loan will be gone. So it'll be up to us to make sure that we start to put some money costs away as well at the end of that budget for those things.
Are there any safety issues with that material, even if they're minor safety issues that we should be aware of?
There will be, as far as safety from the utility will install all the required recloser disconnect protections that they would on any electrical service. And we will have a perimeter fence around the whole entire array. So it won't be accessible otherwise.
There's no volatility to the material itself. I guess that's what I was getting at. No.
Not that I'm aware.
And to get the extra, the building aid, we'd have to go out for a vote, correct?
So you don't. For an energy performance contract, since it's self-funded through energy savings, state law, you do not have to go for public vote to get this project approved. If you go to the public and ask for, they can award you 10% additional aid.
Right.
And so
that's that 81% you were talking about to go to 91%, correct?
correct, and we checked today again with that SET,
Yeah.
and it was, we think it is around 81. So I have it here at 92.
Right.
In order to get to 92, you have to ask the public to not to approve the project, to say, hey, this has been approved by National Grid, the district is moving forward with this. Do you award us the additional 10% aid? Right. And we can go for that public vote anytime before we submit to SED. So we do have some time to do that.
Just allow us to get that extra 10%.
And just remind me, when would that SED submission tentatively be going? June of this year?
So we couple with that.
Put it on May.
Okay.
Yeah. So essentially, as we're moving forward with the project, but we'd like, to support this to get the extra 10%.
Any other questions? On behalf of the board, I want to thank you at Johnson Controls and also you, Fran, for the work that you've done to get this thing going. It's very exciting and also going to be a big savings both for our district financially and also for the environment. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
Okay, so we'll move right along to reports. So Robert, take it away.
So we had our star day on the 21st of December, right before our Christmas break. So a survey was conducted after the event day to see how the students thought about it. They said they enjoyed the lip syncing battle, the ending music concert that we held, and the teacher participation that they saw, and then the Winter Wonderland workout. So those are all events that they really did enjoy during our little celebration before we went on break. Students did feel that the day was a little bit long, a little bit dragging, could have been, a little bit more cut and short, maybe a half day. So they did feel it kind of dragged along toward the end. They also recommended new activities like a rap battle, flag football, a basketball tournament, and many more new activities that they think would be great to see in the future. They also recommended that next time we have less time in our star team rooms and also coffee along with healthier breakfast options in the morning. Overall, the event went great and the student and teacher participation was amazing to see. We had a tech field trip, so the sophomores went to BOCES and they looked at their tech programs. There were 2 different programs that the kids could go and experience. We had a
Excuse me,
couple.
Robert, do you know what those 2 programs were by any
Not off
chance?
the top of my head.
They can go to all of the programs, but they have to choose 2 to visit that day. So all the programs are open to visit,
Okay.
but they have to choose 2.
So they all said, it was great to kind of see and kind of think about going and experiencing that. And attendance was off the charts. Speaking to the teachers who had went and chaperoned, they said it was great to see all the kids kind of exploring the new opportunities that they could do. And then finally, our French class went on a trip to the Monet immersive experience on the 5th. So this experience is located in Schenectady. It's a 360-degree art experience. It shows the paintings of the French painter in a new, never before seen way. So all the way you look around the walls, it's kind of his paintings in a very different and new, a very, very unique way. So there's around 13 students that went, and they all said they enjoyed it and rated it 10 out of 10. So that's it. Slower month because of our break, but still some important parts.
Thank you. Any questions, comments? All right, thanks very much, Robert. Okay, next we have the superintendent update.
Let's start off by congratulating Jen for securing a $163,000 grant that we just found out today, tonight actually. That pretty much includes, go ahead,
It will include the second counselor for the high school for 2 years, and
the
then
next 2 years.
stipends to help with our work with the SEL learning standards that are coming out that we have to implement K through 12.
And that would allow us with the ARPA grant plus this to secure the counselor for
2 more years
4 to 5
Yeah.
years
embedded.
without going to general fund. We're waiting to hear the Stronger Connections grant should come out the next week and a half, which should secure another year on top of that. So great job with that. Piggyback off of all her work, she secured the counselor. She started the East Hill counselor. We lost the counselor to go to the job. We've got a new one in started this week, and the therapist should be over the next week or
Couple
so
weeks, yeah.
coming in as well. So kind of excited about that. Did a great job down in the room, the elementary school, building an office inside of the office. So we're all set, and we should have this person maybe 4 days a week, possibly 5.
They're looking at 5 now, so that would be upwards of like 35 kids that they're meeting with weekly.
Who's the person, Jen?
It's Amanda Eggleston is who they have tapped from Family Counseling Center already. So yeah, they're already seeing students that are in our district, and when we looked at the number of students just in our district that are being seen, it's about 65 kids, school-age students that are being seen within this agency. So hopefully we can pull a lot of these kids during the school day.
And we were able to find a therapist.
They have one that loves us so much that
Okay.
And that's through the grant through the Family Counseling Center as well. We put the concrete in for the freezer. The freezer, before the got really cold, they were able to put that in, so that is all set to go. So when the spring comes, they just have to put the freezer part in the outside. So we're well on our way there. Thanks to Robert, we secured a guest speaker for May 17th. Jamar Root, he looked into a couple speakers, reached out to Jamar, set up the initial meetings and everything, kind of took over from there, we negotiated the price, and we're all set for the 17th. So
And
thanks,
who's
Robert.
Jamar Root?
Go ahead.
Yeah, he talks about kind of finding and pursuing your passions, which is something in my senior class I think is missing. I think a lot of them don't really have a plan. And that could be for a lot of reasons, maybe COVID or maybe, the new cell phone kind of changing their minds a little bit, but they don't have a plan for their, future, whether it's college or trade school. They don't know what they want to do. So I think him coming in and talking about how you find your passions and how you pursue them would really help my senior class and kind of their future growing.
We secured for him for May 17th.
Okay, great, thank you.
I reached out to you and let you know about this Mad City Money program that we're going to do on March 8th, which should be a great event for our students. They kind of do it all around the country. But I just got news today that Spectrum News is going to cover it as well to come up because of the financial literacy piece that it's tying into. So we're kind of excited to have that. That'll be a half day for the students, so they'll be able to kind of just participate that all morning and get an opportunity to go around to 12 different areas and kind of see what the kind of a life-like world is like for them in terms of job interviews, in terms of securing funds for a car, for a house, and go through that whole process. So it should be a fun day for them.
When you asked the volunteers, you didn't say that you had to know anything about financials.
Well, they'll guide you along the way.
You can learn.
What day of the week is that, Nick? March 8th?
It's a Friday.
Friday?
Yeah. And then, let you know, Christian Burke, one of our wrestlers who's going to go on to the Marines early, graduating early, is going to be featured on WNYT as the Athlete of the Week next Tuesday, 5, 6, and 11 o'clock. So congratulations to Christian. He's 16-1 this year, returning sectional champion, and somebody who's going off to the Marines in March. So congratulations. Christian Burke.
Okay.
And that's going to be televised next Tuesday. So some good stuff overall. I'll let you know. I think we're going to find out in the next couple of weeks. We're having an event for the food service. That's a huge event for the state. I think Loricon knows a little bit about this. They do it every year, but they think they might be having it here. So the governor will be here with a host of other people from around the state, actually, to showcase our food service programs and what's occurring in the state just for food service in general. And we had panini samples today too, which was kind of nice. So
Nice.
checking that next step out was a big hit. And I think the chicken bacon was the favorite.
I wasn't in my app.
So there's my update.
Yeah.
By the way, John, you're welcome to stay, but don't feel,
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll move on to, okay, thanks again. We'll move on to the merger study.
Sorry.
Merger study.
Yeah, if there's anything else you wanted to ask, questions, talk about. Right now, the cost is looking anywhere from a few thousand up to 12,000, depending on what we get back from the grant that we would put in for. And it all depends on who bids. It's going to be the next thing too. The highest amount is about 50,000, which would be 25,000 apiece plus 50% we get for the grant, if not more. So that's where the 12,000 kind of comes in. Don't know what that will end up being. CASDA's been as low as 20,000. So we'll have to see what happens when we put a PDF out. So wasn't sure if there's any other questions or anything, and we'll go back to Dave. Or
I got a couple questions.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
I think I'm getting way ahead of myself, but I am for the merger.
Yep.
I'm all for it. But I just had some questions about things like our administration. Like, how does that all happen? Because I know you can't have everybody from two different schools. So how does that go? Does that go by seniority? Does that go, who first was put in, or how do they do that?
I'll find that information out for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another question I had was kind of about our learning summit, our 2025, like what happens with that? If you're gone, is that gone too?
Right. Well, we'll check up on that too. One thing we heard, which is really nice, was our offerings here and how they're excited about their kids getting our offerings. And
That's what it
part of that
really
is the high
sounds
school
like.
academies.
Okay, right,
I
okay.
think it's something that would be
So
exciting.
you know about it and
Yes.
okay.
Yep. So they're doing some similar stuff at social emotional, but not as deep as we are. And we all know this is the thrust of New York State, so I think it's a good time. But we'll talk about all those things as we get closer if we move forward with the merger study.
Okay.
So, any other?
I just said one thing that, assuming that we approve it, and we're gonna be looking for a consultant to do the merger study. If we do manage to find more than one, I would like to have a report back to the board about the possible candidates so that we can assess them and hopefully participate in making the decision about which consultancy to use.
Yep.
Because apparently from what I'm reading, that's a very critical part of the process. And
I think was another part of the process of making sure that we tell them as they go into it what we're looking for too. So us taking one of the robust reports that Dave might already have and making sure we go through that and say, make sure we include this, and this as well. So we can kind of be a little bit of the drivers in that.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see what we get. There's not a lot out there, but this is I don't want to say the word simple one, but this one is, I think, enticing to some groups because, first of all, the tax rate isn't, out of whack.
And how much is that about? I mean,
Yeah.
like, I saw that number, I don't even know if it's a percent, I didn't know if it was like 16, whatever. What was it?
Cents.
Those are cents?
Yes,
16 cents on a dollar?
1605, 1606 and 1615.
Right.
So that was the difference between the two tax rates.
Okay, so can you explain to me what a tax rate is?
Want to go in a little detail on that one?
I had the same question,
You did too?
actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I know Canajoharie is gonna have to go up.
It's over all of that. We have 8 towns.
That's overall.
So
Right.
it's the average. It's however all the calculations come out. So one town is still, like Towneroo might not be 16, it could be higher, it could be lower. Palatine is higher. I know
Okay.
Palatine is always higher
Okay,
because their equalization rate is not 100%.
okay, so some
So
people in Canajoharie would go
overall,
up, and
it's
some people in Canajoharie would go
16%,
down.
but that yours are not 60%, mine are not 16%.
Okay, I just was wondering what that difference is looking like.
So what we would want to do is, that's why you kind of put that one column to make sure we get everything as close as we can, but also maybe possibly even lower some areas. But
Right.
overall-
Because there would be money set aside to equalize if you needed to.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. So that comes out in the report as well. They'll break down each jurisdiction and say, this is where each one.
Then
Not
you
the
can pinpoint who's gonna say yes and who's gonna say no.
Although what Switzer said is that based on how close we are, it would not be a major tax difference at all. And so probably we would not be involved at all in having to reimburse people for any tax.
It's based on your assessment though, right? Because all
And
these
your
towns have
equalization
different.
rates, we all have different.
We all have different
All 8
rates.
all 8.
Yes.
Yeah, but again, on average, for each of the districts, we're almost identical. So, the impact would probably not be significant.
Well, if we have 100% assessment and somebody else has 85 or 80% assessment, it's gonna be a bigger difference.
Get your act together.
We're at 100, right? We're 112 or something like that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think that's all the stuff that gets flushed out towards the end, and we decide as we move forward, we want to.
I mean, you have to really know,
Yeah.
yeah, because then you know how much money you still have left from that column, okay.
I don't know what Feline said the number was, but she told me that Dr. Z's number was 1 year behind for the tax rate, and so the two are actually closer together
No,
than what his slide indicated.
good to hear.
Yep.
There's a lot of those unanswered questions that, until we get that report back, we really kind of dig into where the loopholes are per se, right? And making sure we're transparent enough to report all that out, and also try to find a way to do what's best for our taxpayers, overall. The money is kind of, the funding is, I don't want to go too deep into it, but it's kind of fool's gold a little bit, because it goes away.
Right.
So
Right.
if you start budgeting for that, and in 12 years, that money goes down to, $1 million, 500,000, where does that all come from? So it'd be interesting to talk to some other districts if we move forward, what they did. You know what I mean?
I just remember when they built this building,
Yep.
that's what the big conversation was. As soon as that money ran out,
Yeah.
then you're gonna have this huge increase, which never happened.
Right.
So. Right?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But a lot of unanswered questions, and like you said, to myself too, you get ahead
Yeah.
before you get there, because you're always
I
thinking.
mean, I'm just really happy where we are, Like,
Yeah.
gotta keep things.
Yeah. I agree.
There's that half of you that says yes. Believe yes, because I'm also looking at all the work it's going to take too, and the hardship it's going to take on some people as well. So it's never smooth. So
Right.
anyway,
And the other thing I think, we were all very pleased is that we didn't know what this meeting would be like. And it's really, wonderful to see that we're all pretty much on the same
Yeah.
page, interested in checking it out and pursuing it. And also that what the benefit is for the students was our top priority.
Right.
Yeah.
And for both districts, so that was very encouraging, I think. And we'll see, I mean, we're just asking for a study, and
I know.
when we see the study, then we'll assess it and decide where to go from there.
so next month, if there's any other questions, we'll come back again. If there's any other questions, answer them, and we put a vote forward in February. So just gives us more time to just resonate, and ask questions, and think about some things, right? And I'll get some answers for you too. So. Okay.
Anything else? All right, moving along then, we have two policies, pediculosis, which is
Headlights.
headlights, for us non-medical folks.
Recommendation from the CDC and a recommendation from the State Health Department that we alter our policy and our legal team too as well. Pass this along to the legal team as well to alter our policy with the rest of the school districts in our area as well. I guess we're not following the recommendation of the CDC and we're not following the recommendation of
Seems crazy though, 'cause it doesn't say anything about being better, it just says you're
Right.
seeking treatment and you're gonna send them right back.
Correct, because the research is showing that students don't get it from other students in school.
Okay.
That's the research.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's what they're making the recommendation for. It's more of kids hanging out at home, playing together, that type of stuff. So that's what they're showing. And in the meantime, kids are missing weeks upon weeks of school because there's nothing you can really do.
Okay.
Trying to. We send treatments home. We do all of that. We will continue to do that, but it just doesn't always work out. So this is, like I said, recommendation of CDC, State Department of Health, and our legal team. The legal team is the one who drew this piece up. So there's two little pieces, and we call the rest around the districts in the area, and they're all following the same process. So, make sense?
Yep.
In some way?
And this is the first reading, so we're not gonna vote until next.
Yep. Both of these are, yeah.
Any other questions on that one? Okay, then we'll move on to 7515, which is workplace violence prevention.
New York State just came out with this and signed into legislation in January. The governor put forth a very straightforward timeline on January 6th that we have to have a workplace violence policy statement in place by February. Everyone's going to have to do it, so it's not a question of if you want to do it, it's yeah. So this is the statement straight from our legal team. So
Any questions?
No.
I just have one, it doesn't really say in the policy, who the violence is between. Is it just between staff members, or is it between staff members and students, or parents, or, who is?
this is more for employees, faculty staff.
So this is staff members, or?
Yes.
Like I want to come in and beat you up in your office,
Correct.
that's a problem. Okay. Well, no, I'm not a
It's a
staff
problem.
member, so.
Later.
If you want to beat them up, okay, got it.
So right now, we're putting together a committee from one person from each of the bargaining units, plus facilities and transportation. This is what they recommended. And then putting together a program, a means of communication in terms of if somebody had to fill out, like a Google form saying there was an incident that occurred, and then how that process would take place. So
Do you know where this is coming from? I mean, have there been a lot of problems with that as far as anyone knows?
this is a Governor Hochul's.
I mean, I know there were teachers when I was growing up that I wanted to beat up.
Do we have to conduct a risk assessment?
What's that?
Do we have to conduct a
Yep.
risk assessment? Right. And the committee itself will take care of that?
Yeah, so what we have is risk assessment forms, and myself and Steve will go around to each building. It's really where it's kind of from.
Right.
And check things off, and then bring that to the committee and say, this is what we saw, so.
Any other questions? All righty, so we consider that we'll do second hearing next time, and
Yeah, it's one of these things where it's really,
okay, moving on to consent approvals, I would ask for a motion for a consent agenda.
Go ahead.
Motion for consent agenda.
I'll do second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we'll start with the minutes from December 14th, any questions there? Okay, January 3rd. Bills, as usual, I have a few
Go
questions
ahead.
there, I know it. 64,586, curriculum associates, 11.8 thousand, what is that for?
That's the elementary, do you remember what that was for? Curriculum associates.
Oh, that's for our math workbooks.
For what?
Our math
Math
workbooks and our
Oh.
math curriculum.
Okay, thank you. Then we have 64,541, start, Strand Transportation, there's two of them,
That's
Oh,
a
what is
student
that for?
contract,
Transportation contract for special ed kids.
for what?
Special ed.
replacements.
special.
Okay.
It's every
This
month.
summer.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. And then, this is not a question about finances, but, I just saw the payment for Humana, health insurance. And my concern there, and I'm thinking that we should look into it, is that, they have recently been, going on a program of putting certain, health organizations out of their network. So organizations that were part of their in-network providers are now being told they are no longer going to be part of the
Every insurance
in-network.
company's going through that.
Pardon?
Every insurance company.
Well, the thing that I would just suggest is that we look into that, because there's still the opportunity at this point, it's still the open enrollment period. And
Did this just start for
I
this year?
got a couple calls from a couple of people.
Okay, because I hadn't heard
And I
anything.
called, I reached out and they said that they could still go to these places, these facilities, and that they shouldn't have to pay still, even though they got the letters and it says that Humana is not part of their in-network. It doesn't matter for our Humana plan.
No,
That's what
because
they
our
told
Humana
me.
plan is, as long as you take Medicare, it's covered at the Medicare cost. So as long as they take Medicare, it doesn't matter, because they're gonna pay that amount.
well,
And I think
But
that
you have to have a
why
sheet
they
of
could still
paper.
go,
Right.
even if it wasn't like in-network.
I know in Texas, they have a little form that they fill out, so I would just get that right off the internet, fill it right out, and hand it to somebody.
well, again, it may not affect our retirees, but I think it's something that we should just double check to be sure that there's not gonna be any significant, impact.
Because we went around and around with that because it's supposedly Bassett didn't take it. And they
Yeah.
said, well, as long as you pay, you're gonna pay what Medicare pays, there's not a problem.
Well, again, I just think we should
Yep.
double check it, just, I hate to see our retirees get a,
Yeah, we're heading that way.
get a blast.
So are the retirees.
Not that I know any retirees.
They also said, Mark, that they sent all these letters out to everybody that went to these certain facilities, but, of course, they're still in negotiations with whatever they do on their end, so whatever the change is, it might or might not happen until, like, before March, I think was the
No,
date.
it's, the date was, that I saw on the sign at one of the places I went to was February 14th.
Okay, and so this
this
place
year.
that I got a call about was
Yeah.
March something.
And it said, at least at this one place, it said that, they will no longer be considered a, in-network provider. And so that usually has significant financial impact. And again, I'm hoping what you're saying is correct, but
And we did a lot of research on that, unless they change something. I don't
well,
know.
that's why I just think it'd be
Yeah,
worth double checking
definitely.
to be sure that we're not gonna get any surprises about it. So, okay, anything else on bills? Moving right along, we have budget transfers, anything there? No?
Nope.
Okay, treasurer's report, I didn't even look at it this month, so there. Is that okay? Any questions on the treasurer's report? Okay. The home run program. I had a question about that as well, which, I read through it, and I saw something which I had never, noticed before in looking through it, where it says that it is designed for you, and as well as the other program.
Turnabout.
Yeah. That is for youth who are at risk of an out-of-home placement. And I thought it was just for students who were struggling
It is.
academically and in terms of attendance. I didn't realize it was
Academically, behaviorally, we look at a combination of things that require that the student have additional supports, the family have additional supports so that they can just function better at school and in the community. So all of those programs, because their grants are written that way, so any student that we project as having any type of difficulty are able to receive supports through the grant.
But it's not necessarily that they're imminently in
No,
danger
it's not
of being
imminent.
out of home.
No, not imminent.
That's one of the criteria.
That's one of the criteria.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I just never noticed that before. It was
Yeah.
kind of a
Many of the
surprise.
programs that run through Berkshire and DSS will have that
Okay,
caveat.
thank you. Any other questions on the home run program or the turnabout? No? Okay, we'll move on to surplus. Any questions about those books? Okay. And then we have the merged football team. Any questions there? I have a question, why isn't St. Johnsville in the group?
They are.
It just said Oppenheimer Freedom. So it should be included, they should be included. I figured as much, but I noticed they were not mentioned. Okay, and approved summer sports camp, anything there? Okay, well, I would ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Personnel, again, I would ask for a motion for a consent agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we'll start with appointing a nurse. Any questions on that? And then we have a temporary AIS teacher.
Todd will be officially retiring for the 7th time.
Till the next time.
Until the next time. Lorraine, we talked about this earlier in the summer.
Yeah.
Lorraine would come in for the second half. Which again is great to have a former teacher, especially at the middle school.
And the substitute food service helper
Yes, keep them coming. Great.
and sub monitor,
Again, all these are fantastic.
cleaner,
Two of them.
2 cleaners. Fall coaches,
Yes, just our normal coach.
I was very pleased to see that we have only a couple of empty spaces, which is very encouraging. And then we have resignation.
Yeah, just an advisor from one of the
Clubs.
middle school clubs, and there's already some people interested in taking it over.
Okay, I would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda for appointments.
Motion.
Second.
I mean, for personnel, I'm sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Old business budget timeline.
Just reminders as we're coming up, it's gonna be February already, and budget season is. The governor's come out next week with the first aid run, so we'll find out what happens there.
I would just like to suggest that we add on the budget hearing that any candidates for the school board can be there to present themselves and why they're running and so forth, as we usually do.
Yep.
So
Which
that
date
should
is
just
that?
be added, I think. What?
Which date, the May 9th? Is that May?
Yeah,
Yes.
Because I think it's good if anybody's interested to hear them and what they have to say, or, you know, it's an opportunity for people to present themselves. Which seat is up this year?
Is that mine?
Yours, because you're the temporary.
Okay. Okay, so, any other questions about the budget timeline? And then, also I'd like to, excuse me, just remind you in terms of old business, even though it's not on the agenda, about the NISBA. They're gonna have on February 2nd a virtual, thing about the current budget.
I'm already signed up.
And so anybody else that would be interested, I think it's always very informative and gives you a good idea of what we're facing financially in terms of local proposals to the state legislature for the new year. And then on the 7th, they're going to have an in-person lobbying effort. And you know what you'll learn on the 2nd will help you to be a more effective lobbying person. And I'm planning to go on the 7th. If anyone else is interested, please let me know so we can go together. Okay. Then moving right along, tuition.
Just a reminder, to look at that over the next month, we'll look at our tuition, our out-of-district placement again. We have to do that annually. So just a reminder, we'll talk about it next month. And that's about it.
Okay, and you need to go into executive session? Okay, I would entertain a motion to move into executive session.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And good evening, everyone.
Have a nice
Happy
night.
New Year.
Same to you.
Okay. Are we ready to go home?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, it's like half an hour longer than I thought we were gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh my God, before 8 o'clock.
No, we solved all the problems.
Sure.